And also as a user, from a user point of view, no one expects every company to be perfect. And it's less about not making mistakes and more about how you do handle them if there are problems. So.
Exactly.
Well, we had a chat in the discussion board on our Facebook page say, oh, I can see that you remove comments, and I reply back and go, actually no, your comments are there twice. You've repasted them on there twice. We don't remove anything. Why would we? We certainly would never even entertain that idea, And so I don't know why for a minute maybe he couldn't see whatever he posted, but we sort of
probably didn't click more posts.
Yeah. So we responded to it, and we've got the head of customer services responding to him. I responded to him. So we certainly didn't ignore him. I think that's
that can be good from a company to be shown to.
I mean,
handle in that way.
Virgin Trains. Richard Baker made obviously a very big name for himself with his Twitter for Virgin Trains, and he's obviously now gone independent. But that was precisely that. People wanted a quick, instant way of dealing with the customer, the merchant, and it was a very, very good way of very quickly resolving issues. And obviously everybody else who's having the same issue can see it. Think, oh, right, okay, so that's how it's resolved, or that's what we need to do to get it resolved. And I think it's a really strong channel. It's only going to get stronger as well. Yeah. So much of our referrals now come from social media.
It'd be interesting to see what happens and have this same discussion but in the US, because we're all like, oh, if it's all positive, we all question it. But if we took this, no one's from the US here, I'm not sure, but if we took this, they'll be like, hey, it's great. There's one bad comment, I'm not buying it.
No. It'd be interesting. I think there is a difference in attitude there. There is. We like to read negative stuff as much as positive. I think we like to have a good moan. Yeah.
Right, so it's 10 to 11. We've got the room until 12. I think we'll wrap everything up there. I'm going to say one thing which I've taken from today. I've taken lots of things, I've got a lot of notes here, but the one that I'm going to look at specifically for me is the type of promotions I've been offering to people. I've not done enough to stretch and say. Is there anyone else who'd like to say that they're taking away something particular from today? We can come up with another couple. Right.
I think one of the main things I take from this is just the personal front. A bit more in tune with your topic. For me as an agency, one thing I'd like to go back after this now is get personally in touch with maybe the top 10 affiliates that we have for each of our relatives and discuss with them preferred methods of contact, preferred methods of what it is that's unique to their site and what would interest them in regards to emails and newsletters, and how we can move forward on that. And hopefully that would improve your sales from them as they'd be paying more attention to you and merchants.
Anyone else got something they're going to take away from today?
I think my kind of mindset's changed slightly in terms of how I think of affiliate. Really. I mean, what I'd like to be able to take away is that we think of affiliates in the same way we think of journalists now, in that they're specific people who have specific interests and specific kind of goals. And if we talk to them in that particular way, then actually both of us actually get a much better result, rather than this kind of faceless thing that happens through a network somewhere. And what I'd really like to have is a list of names and numbers, or emails that when we have something good to say, we can say it. And if they have any problems, they can come directly to us.
Well, it's really having a plan. I mean, obviously you guys know your business, so if you have a plan, yes, there'll be Wayne Rooney and random things that will happen, and in that case, I guess you have to be reactive. But the times that peaks and troughs, to have a plan, because then the affiliates, if the affiliates know your plan, they can work alongside with you. I'm not sure if the affiliates agree, but obviously timing's kind of.
It's good to know that for your work, you're looking at Christmas now. We try and get our merchants to sort of work in a couple of months in advance, more if possible. So it's good to know that affiliates have that point of view as well.
So any conclusions from our affiliates in the room? Richard? What are you going to take away today?
I have a few ideas I've jotted down for my particular sites, but probably to Val to speak to the affiliate managers more about what's useful to me instead of, say, like I said about the emails, be a bit more vocal about what is useful.
I think it's very interesting that the 4 topics that we've gone through.
Yeah.
Each one's almost finished on communication.
Communication.
Everything comes back to
Yeah, you're
communication.
right.
So
Yeah.
that is obviously
Communication, how you do
probably
it, personalising it, finding out how people want to communicate. It's simple, isn't it? Has anyone else got anything to contribute to the wrap-up? No? All happy? Okay, in which case I'd like to say thank you to Shima and to Webgains for putting this together. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much. And let's give ourselves a round of applause. Now more coffee and networking. Thank you all.
Webgains is an affiliate network, so effectively we join the publishers and merchants and kind of build the relationships. So we have an account manager who manages the relationship between the two, and then with ourselves we're also the platform, the tracking of that, so effectively a one-stop shop.
I'm Domiti, I'm working for treather.com and treathim.com, and I came here to find out what I need to do exactly to make a company to put a company everywhere on all affiliates websites. And basically, I found out what I need to do. Definitely getting in touch with 10 best affiliates and making sure we send the right information at the right time and on time. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Okay, so today we had a kind of meet-up with a bunch of merchants and a bunch of affiliates. We really actually turned out to be a very good meeting. We found out a lot about what affiliates are looking for and exactly how they want to be communicated with, exactly what the best ways of trying to get in touch with them are, as well as, slightly more kind of generic things about the industry as well. I run a company called treather.com and treathim.com, and we have all sorts of gifts for men and women. And knowing that, actually maybe sometimes it makes sense to segment different types of affiliates so that, and communicating with them with reference to products and to, different discount codes and things which we have. But then doing that by, actually segmenting them into the kind of people that, the kind of customers they have. Something that it's quite good to hear from the affiliates themselves and exactly how they want that to happen. So yeah, a really good day in summary.
Okay, I'm Nikki, I'm from treatme.net. I've come here, I've only been in the role for 6 weeks, so I've been with the company for 6 years, but I've just been in the role for 6 weeks, so it was more learning for me, and I have picked up quite a lot from it. I'm going to go away and hopefully make a few good changes, and but I think it's been really good.
With the online industry, it's very kind of sterile, and people talk over emails, MSN, but they don't actually meet face to face. So actually, it's actually good just to see everybody kind of interact with each other and bounce ideas, really.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's a good place to meet people. The room's great, and everyone seems to be having a good time. It's important now the event's sort of finished, to get that networking done and introduce the guys to each other and speak a bit more about what they need from us as affiliates or merchants in order to improve their sort of affiliate program.
It was definitely different. It's a really nice setting in the Sanderson Hotel, so the food was great, the people, I think everybody contributed at some point or another, so I actually quite enjoyed the event.